Normally, when you get a kill with a sniper rifle, you get a very satisfying moment. So why not put that to the test? Hello everyone, and my name is Mr. Collide, and today I'm going to see if I can beat Back 4 Blood only using sniper rifles. Now, let's set some ground rules. I'm only allowed to use the sniper rifles you can see on screen, and it's kind of obvious, but I'm not allowed to use any other gun. I also can't use any throwables as well, as I can use them for my advantage. However, I am allowed to use T5 grenades which only appear on Mission 9 Act 3. I am allowed to use my AIs and I cannot mod the game in any way possible. And without further ado, let's get into it. I'm playing on veteran difficulty as I feel like that'd be perfect for the challenge I'm trying to do, and also I'm playing as Walker. Starting off with the mission, I picked up a nearby sniper rifle, and I bought some attachments and upgrades. Then I dropped my pistol and grenades. Then I left the safe room. Then we quickly run to open the bridge. And honestly, I don't underestimate the sniper rifle as it's doing really well. Just one shot in any ridden I see, and it's just such a good gun. And also, this is my first time ever using a sniper rifle as well. Because this is the first mission, there's not really a lot to talk about, so we quickly got to the safe room to complete Mission 1, Act 1. On to the next mission, I bought some upgrades and we quickly left. And because this is the second mission, of course the AUG spawns in. We were melting his health. We got to half of his health really quickly, to the point that he actually went back to where we came from, which was really surprising as I never thought this would actually happen. Anyway, during the mission I found my first scope, and we got to this tunnel area where the AUG spawns back in again. And there was no surprise that I killed him extremely quickly. I didn't have any ammo, so I wanted to go to the safe room as quickly as possible before any riddens come. But luckily, I found heads you lose. And then we quickly got to the safe room to complete Mission 2, Act 1. On to the next mission, I bought some upgrades, then we quickly left. And I was just minding my own business, and an AUG spawned out of nowhere. But as soon as he got half his health left, he quickly left. And I was proceeding through the mission, and the AUG spawned literally out of the ground. But he was no match for the sniper rifle that I had. Anyways, we quickly turned on the gravel filter, and then we quickly left as soon as the gravel filter was done. Then we quickly got to the safe room to complete Mission 3, Act 1. On to the next mission, I quickly healed up, and then we quickly left. Then we quickly got across the bridge, and into the ferry. Then we met up with the convoy who gave us some explosives. And then we went back to the ferry to plant the explosives. And then we quickly ran back to the convoy to complete Mission 4, Act 1. On to the next mission, I bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. Then we got to the petrol station where we have to kill all the riddens. I noticed that in some of my videos it keeps saying gas station, but then again I'm just reading it off the game. Like, why do Americans have to call it gas? Anyway, shortly after the breaker spawns in. And then we kill the breaker extremely easily. Now we have to go to the liquor store and save all the survivors. Why do Americans have to overcomplicate words? It's literally called alcohol. Anyways, we saved all the survivors in the liquor store. Anyways, I quickly got into the safe room to complete Mission 5, Act 1. Also, sorry for bullying you. Thank you for making my thumbnail though. On to the next mission, I bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. And then we boarded up all the windows. And then we quickly left the library. And then we got to the apartments, where we saved all the survivors. I don't know why the survivors are always in the same location though. Anyways, we quickly got to the safe room to complete Mission 6, Act 1. On to my favourite mission, I bought some upgrades and then we left. And then we head over to the bar, or as we call it, the pub. I don't know why we call it the pub. You know what, America, you take a point on this. Anyways, we quickly geared up around the area, and then we start the jukebox to rock out. Anyways, this mission was going really well. I mean, I didn't have any problems. The riddens were dying really quickly, and the mini-bosses were dying really quickly as well. Anyways, we quickly left to complete Mission 7, Act 1. On to the next mission, I bought some upgrades, then we quickly left. And surprisingly, we quickly found the supply box, as normally the game has to help me. Anyways, we quickly delivered the supplies to the safe room to complete Mission 8, Act 1, very quick and easy. On to the next mission, I bought some upgrades, then we quickly left. And remember, if I want to kill a ridden, I have to drop the supplies just to kill one. Anyways, we quickly turned on the gate. And then we deliver the supplies at the diner. And then we start preparing. And then we turned on the generator to start the onslaughter. And it was going quite well. I mainly focused on the mini-bosses and try not to get myself hurt too much. And other than that, I just kept an eye on my health and my AI's health as well. And after 1 minute remaining, the breaker spawns in. Even though we're all low on health, we completed it to complete Mission 9, Act 1. On to the next mission, I bought some upgrades and then we left. And then it was a quick one to the farm, where we have to destroy all the Nessers. And then we destroy the last one to drop down the trailer. And then we quickly run across the trailer. And then into the safe room to complete Mission 10, Act 1. On to the next mission, I bought some upgrades and then we left. And then we started the tow truck. After the tow truck was done, we continued for the mission. During the mission, Jim got taken away by the hag. Then we made it to the church, where we rescued Jim and then we quickly got inside the church. I do have the clip of me going to the safe room, so this is Mission 11, Act 1 completed. On to the next mission, I bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. And as soon as we got to the petrol station, the hag spawns in. And after a short while, we got to this house where we have to break all the nesters inside. And then we destroyed the last nest. And then we turned on the tow truck. We were running up to the house, but Cardi went down and there was no point me going back as we were too far away. But Karma got the best of me and I got taken away by the hag, meaning I got to play as Jim and luckily he has a sniper rifle. So we quickly headed to the mine. But luckily I found Walker again. And then we quickly went to the safe room to complete Mission 12, Act 1. On to the last mission of Act 1 now, and we've got some upgrades and then we quickly left. And then we did some preparing before we fired the first shot by putting all the ammo next to the cannon. And then we fired our first shot. After firing the third shot, the orc spawned in and I was rushing now. But we fired the last shot before the orc got too close to complete Act 1. On to Act 2 now, where I picked up the sniper rifle and I bought some upgrades. Then dropped all my weapons and grenades, and then we left. After a little while, we got to the parking lot. Fortunately, the bonus room is not in the parking lot, so we have to destroy all the nesters instead. After destroying all the nesters, we destroyed the last one to proceed through the mission. Then I found the first scope for my sniper rifle, and then we left the parking lot. Then we quickly run to this church or school or office or whatever it is. And then we quickly run to the safe room to complete Mission 1, Act 2. On the next mission now, we bought some upgrades, then we quickly left. And then we quickly got inside the police station. And then we destroyed our first nest. And this mission was not easy, as I probably set off the horde about at least 100 times. Anyway, we destroyed the last nest to retrieve Bob's hand. And I can't use Bob's hand as it counts as a melee weapon. After scanning Bob's arm, we quickly got into the safe room to complete Mission 2, Act 2. On to the next mission now, where we bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. And then we got into this room with the overflow of the gate. And then we opened the gate once again. And then we quickly got inside the parking lot. After a little while, we managed to find the way out. During the mission, I bought 2 is 1 and 1 is none because I get to have 2 sniper rifles now. After that, we turned on the gate flow. After the gate was open, we quickly run, do some amazing parkour, and get to the safe room to complete Mission 3, Act 2. On to my least favourite mission now, we bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. And as soon as we got here, the breaker spawns in, which was an absolute joke to kill. I feel like I learned how to kill breakers now. I mean, they're just extremely easy to kill now. Anyways, we got to this factory place where we have to destroy all the nesters. And after a little while, we destroyed the last one. This time I made sure I killed all of these things that are stuck to the wall. I still can't remember all these names. Anyways, we quickly got into the safe room to complete Mission 4, Act 2. On to the next mission now, we bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. During the mission, I found another sniper rifle which I can use thanks to the upgrade I bought in Mission 3. Anyways, we lowered the bridge using the toolkit so I won't set off the horde. And then we untied the boat. And then we jumped over the boat. And then we quickly got to this home parks. In the home parks, I found another M14, which I picked up because it's better than my other one. During the mission, a org spawns in, which is a first for me. So I quickly went to the safe room to complete Mission 5, Act 2. On to the next mission now, where I bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. And as soon as we left, I found another M14. Then seconds later, a hag spawns in, which we killed extremely quickly. I guess I really did underestimate this class. Anyways, we quickly made it to all these boats. During the mission, out of nowhere, this guy knocked me off the boat. And I have to play as one of these AIs, and unfortunately, none of them have a sniper rifle. The only AI that I know has a sniper rifle is Jim. And the same guy knocked me and my AIs off the boat. Meaning we failed one of the most easiest missions of all time. After a quick cry, we bought some upgrades and then we left. On the second try, I almost died as well. And then Carly got killed as well. And I'm starting to think maybe I do suck at this game. Anyways, we made it to the ferry. Then we quickly got to the safe room to complete Mission 6, Act 2. The next mission now, we bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. After a little while, we sent off the first crate. After the second crate, the breaker spawns in, which we killed quite quickly. Then we sent off the last crate, completing Mission 7, Act 2. On the next mission, we bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. On this mission, we have to kill a massive org. And I swear to God, every single time I play this mission, I get PTSD from the Assault Rifle Only Challenge. If you watched that video, you would understand why. Anyways, we did the same tactic as last time, bringing the org straight up to Fort Hope. And unfortunately, I barely have any ammo left, and both of my AIs went down. But we managed to kill it anyways. I know they're dead, but they just look so lifeless, like, oh my god. Anyways, we quickly found them and we saved them. Then we quickly made it to the safe room to complete Mission 8, Act 2. On to the next mission where I bought some upgrades and a new gun, and then we quickly left the library. Now we have to kill another org, which is always fun. With the help of the explosive barrels, we quickly killed the org, and now the breaker spawns in, which we killed extremely quickly. Then somehow I quickly went down for some reason. I do have the clip of me going to the safe room, so that's Mission 9, Act 2 completed. On to the last mission of Act 2 now. I bought some upgrades, quickly healed up, and then we left. And then we killed our first snitch. After a while, we killed our last snitch, which spawns in the 2 breakers. and I was doing really good damage to the first breaker, almost getting his health to 3/4 of the way down. Doc went down, but we managed to kill our first breaker. And after a while, we killed our last breaker, completing Act 2. On to Act 3 now, where I picked up a nearby sniper rifle, bought some upgrades, then dropped my pistol and grenades, and then we left. And after a little while, we got to the farm where I have to go through this corn maze. And it's one of these missions where there's like 50,000 different types of food. And this is the main reason why world hunger is still a problem until this day. After being very, very careful, we quickly got out the corn farm. And we made it through this little house. When you leave the house, you can see some of these zombies out of the map, and I wanted to try if I can kill any of them, but sadly, you can't. After my curiosity got the best of me, we quickly proceeded through the mission. And shortly after, we luckily found our first scope. Then we quickly made it to the safe room to complete Mission 1, Act 3. On to the next mission, where I bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. Shortly after we left, Mr. Breaker spawns in. I don't know why, but I always see the Breaker as a very posh person, always drinking tea. I don't know why. Anyways, we quickly killed him. And after a short while, we made it to the pool, where we have to destroy all of these nests. While playing, I managed to get 2,500 sniper rifle kills, which is extremely surprising, as I never ever used a sniper rifle before. Anyways, we destroyed the last nest, and then we quickly made it to the safe room to complete Mission 2, Act 3. On to the mission that always goes wrongly. I bought some upgrades, and then we quickly left. And then we quickly made it to the ferry. I still don't know why this is called a ferry. Unless things on water are called ferries now, I have no idea. Like, I'm just so confused. I swear, like, Mission 4, Act 1, they had a boat which is called the ferry. Then in Mission 4 or Mission 5 in Act 2, they had another boat which is called the ferry. Unless that's what Americans call it, I have no idea. Anyways, we quickly got off. And I was just running, and out of nowhere, a hag spawns out of nowhere and ate me. Meaning, I got to play as one of my AIs, and they don't have sniper rifles, which is great. And as playing with one of my AIs, I'm somehow stuck in this area, and I could not get out. Like, no matter what I tried, I couldn't get out. Meaning, I had to restart from the very beginning. And after a little while, we made it back to where we were. And after a little while, we made it to the cabin where I had to find a battery. And after a little help from the game, we quickly found the battery. And then we quickly opened the gate. Mum died, and then Doc went down, so I quickly went into the safe rooms before I died to complete Mission 3, Act 3. On to the next mission where I bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. Then we quickly made it to this massive giant greenhouse where I have to destroy all the nests. And then shortly after we destroyed the last nest. And then we quickly got inside this maze. And for some reason these guys spawning, which is really weird as I thought they only spawn on Nightmare difficulty and onwards. Shortly after we quickly made it out of the maze. And before we went into the safe room, I quickly healed up and grabbed some leftover copper. Then I quickly made it to the safe room to complete Mission 4, Act 3. On to the next mission where I bought some upgrades, quickly healed up, and then we left. And then we quickly met up with Roger, where he showed us his rip-off fireworks show. Surprisingly, this mission was going quite smoothly, as I always thought this mission was extremely hard, but apparently not. But unfortunately, the orc spawns in shortly after. While moving the last crate, the orc trapped me, meaning I went down. But luckily, I got back up and picked up the crate and dropped it to the truck to complete Mission 5, Act 3. On to the next mission where I bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. Then shortly after, we got to the crematorium, or however you say it. Took us a little while, but we managed to find the keycard. And then we turned off all the furnaces. And then we quickly left the church. And then we quickly made it to the school. Or as Americans call it, you know what, I'm just going to stop myself right there before I get into trouble by YouTube and get cancelled. Anyways, we quickly made it to the safe room to complete Mission 6, Act 3. On to the next mission where I bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. And then shortly after, we quickly made it into the school, where we have to destroy all the nests. And then shortly after, we destroyed the last one. And then we quickly made it to the gym where we turned on the generator. After this generator was done, we quickly went and found the battery to turn on the generator again, and then the orc spawns in. And after a little while, I killed the orc. And then we left the gym. And then we quickly made it to the school bus to complete Mission 7, Act 3. On to the next mission where I bought some upgrades and then we quickly left. And then we quickly made it into the CDR. And then we made it into the research sector. And after a little while, we made it to this place where I have to find 3 chemicals. And then shortly after, we found the last one. Then I bought stock pouch, which is extremely useful. Then shortly after, we got to this place where we have to open the gate to get to the safe room. And after a little while, we quickly made it to the safe room to complete Mission 8, Act 3. On to the next mission where I bought some upgrades, picked up some T5 grenades, healed, and then we quickly left. And then we quickly killed our first orc. And the idiot that I am, I picked up the 4x scope. And then we quickly destroyed our first nest. Then shortly after, we destroyed our last nest. Then we quickly killed the orc to complete Act 3. On to Act 4 now. I quickly picked up the sniper rifle. Unfortunately, it was not the one that I've been using the entire time. Then we bought some amazing upgrades. Then we dropped our pistol and our grenades. And then we left. And I underestimated the sniper rifle as we were doing some really good damage against the tentacles. And then shortly after, we destroyed the last tentacle. And then we quickly dropped down to get to the second area. And again, we were doing some really good damage against the Abomination. Not long after, we destroyed the Abomination's ulcers. Now we're on to the last stage, and I was really nervous about this, but luckily we were doing really good damage against the Abomination. And thanks to the sniper rifle's high damage, we destroyed the first weak spot. Then shortly after, we killed the Abomination with the last bullet. So the answer is yes, you can be Back 4 Blood only using sniper rifles. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.